LF System tried to cancel their interview with me because the song coming out that we were supposed to talk about had some hiccups with a sample clearance. So, luckily, I was able to convince them to show us some brand new demos today. Hi.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Oh, hello. I'm Sean from LF System. We're just sitting making some tunes at the moment, if you want to have a listen.
Yeah, of course, let's do it.
It's Connor. I'm Connor. So, right, let's do it.
Let's do it. The song got pulled.
Yep.
So, we need to hear what you guys have been working on.
Right.
What is the first track you're going to show me? What was sampled?
This is one that we put on our socials the last week.
Yeah.
I think it was last week. We just sampled it. It was an old when we're in the studio, and I was going through my old projects and played the sample. And it's usually when you're making music that these things happen. You're like, you just stop me. You're like, oh, that's not happening today. But played the tune and show. I was like, what's that sample? And then it's like, oh, we might as well work on it. But it's an old BBC theme tune.
And we didn't realise at the time because you've got access to like this catalogue of like old theme songs from like TV shows. So like we download some of them occasionally and check them out because they're not like royalty free, but they're easy to clear and you can use them.
Interesting.
So we went through it, and it wasn't until after we like, it sounds familiar, but then
we're like this because you thought I had sampled something that had already been done, but actually turns out it wasn't.
Yeah.
And just to be a theme tune from.
So it was like
Okay.
So it was like from the 80s in the UK. There was like an athletics program, and it was a theme song from that.
Yeah.
So
But I didn't realise at the time. I was just on this sample, like basically like a sample thing, like Sean said, that you can clear it easily as a database, and I just downloaded it, and then it's something that had been on my computer, and then sitting in the living room. It was just after lunch. I was just going through them. I was like, I'm going through my old projects, and I played it, and it's like, what is that again? So I don't know. And I'm like, let's just finish it. So I just finished it, and then this is what came out. Play it from there. Skip it now because obviously it takes. We don't want to hear the board, but. It's basically just this. That's bit the sample. There's all 3 bits to it, and that's the main hook bit that we found through the full thingy.
Do you know which show it was from?
So in the UK, there's like when they show the Olympics and the athletics and stuff like that.
Okay, sick.
They show on like national TV.
Okay.
So the theme song was from like at 6 o'clock at night.
Okay, and so then you know that it's about to be all the like Olympics highlights.
Yeah. So in the UK, it's like they do like darts, snooker, cricket. They all have their own theme tune. And as soon as it comes on, you go, oh, that's the sport coming on.
Oh, okay.
Because it sounds like this most all the way through it. Let me turn on there. But this is the actual. So it's a bit like like you're like theme tune it. A bit mad as it does. So it's got all this mad stuff in it.
So that come on, you're like, oh, it's athletics.
Yeah.
Not so.
But we just took 2 bits at the end, which ended up becoming
that horn that I feel like it's familiar from I don't know where, but it gives athletics time.
But then we just literally took this wee bit here for this main hook. The bit in the middle it's just basically just a like a small little this bit. And then it's just really simple, but that's just the half cut in that, I think. I can't remember, but I'm sure it's 3 different parts. But then that's just the outcome. And then just chopped in a wee bit more. Maybe that's it.
And obviously,
The
like,
signature LF sound.
yeah, and obviously, like just add some drums and then just standard kind of drums. Maybe compressed.
And then the music part, the bit that's doing music is actually from
a little vocal sample. I think it's Frozen.
I think we did
It's
freeze.
just quite short, but you can hear it here. It's just.
And you can hear we've actually separated the vocal from the actual original sample, so that's why it's a bit wobbly. But it's...
Yeah, it's like a full.
No, that was the seat.
So when you obtain the sample, do you guys use anything to like strip the vocals, or do you do it all yourself?
Yeah, so there's
this plugin right here, Serato sample.
Yeah, there's a plugin. So like you can put a sample in or a piece of music, and you can select what you want to hear. So you can take out drums, bass.
So basically it has like drums, vocal, bass, and
like guitars.
a guitar, and then you just literally it's like 4 clicks. You just take one out and it loads it, and then just take it. It's a wee bit of cheat code, but
Very cool.
It's just like I mean, there's so many AI websites that can do it as well. So it's like
what's that? La la la.
Yeah, there's hundreds.
Oh.
Of
What is it called?
Is that la
la
la?
Okay.
Because we used to use that, but we found out about Serato samples. So it was like,
yeah, so you can take like these full pieces of music and let's say just strip it down to the vocal, and it sounds like it's got some artifacts in it, but.
Because if you actually listen to it, you can hear it. It wobbles a wee bit in the vocal. So it's like it's losing a wee bit of the purity of it. But when it's in the mix, can't really tell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something you can get replayed because obviously
It's like it's in your head, but it's not like the forefront of
Yeah,
the song.
it's
Like your
a
sample
carry
is
along.
still like the attention of it.
I think when a sample is really at the forefront, you have to make sure it's clean, otherwise it'll just sound funny. So, like that vocal, it's got when it's buried in the mix, like it's impossible to hear all those little funny artifacts. In it.
And the sample, there's so much going on in the sample, so it's like quite uplifting. So it's like to have like a full blown loads of vocal going on, just kind of waste it, I think. So
Yeah.
So it's out.
aye, that's that. And that it used to be called. So this is the reason it's called That's Good That Universal Sample, is because that's when I was talking about the lunch. And Sean was like, "What's that sample?" I was like, "Shit, I don't know." I was like, because I can't remember when I made it, so I resaved it as That's Good That. And then, but now it's called Music with a Z and a K.
That's so funny.
So,
And you were just like late to lunch. That's good.
We always find that it's like when we're looking for, we're trying to find projects and we call it like. We're eating lunch and you call it like a salad or something. The project called salad because you're eating a salad. And when you try and go back and find it, you're like, what is that?
Well, some of the names I've got, man, that I've got an able one is meant. I was like, I'll be hungover on a Sunday. I'll be hungover Sunday. You know what I mean? Just daft stuff. And I'm like, why can't I find that song? And it's because I've named it like spaghetti bolognese. It's just like,
Is there anything that people who aren't producers, like they'll enjoy the song but maybe not notice it? Do you know what I mean? Is there something that you guys have in there that you're really proud of that might not be at the forefront?
I'd probably say it's something that we always use is probably this plugin, which is the Phaser DDL, which is like a replica of what Daft Punk used to use as the Phaser.
Wow.
But it's a plug-in version of it, and they've emulated what they used to use. So we always kind of use it on samples because it gives it a nice, it gives it that nice phaser sound, and obviously I'll turn it up so you can hear it.
Yes, that feels very Daft Punk. Like it almost feels like kind of like an experience of its own. Like it's like, you know what I mean? It like brings to life.
It's one of the ones where it's like just like a small amount makes such a difference, and you might not even recognise it, but if you were to turn it off, it would feel so different. So I think that's maybe like a little detail that people might not realise it's there, but if it wasn't there, then it wouldn't feel the same.
Well, I think that's super cool. Are you guys like heavily inspired by Daft Punk?
Oh
Massively.
yeah, massively.
Yeah.
It's like
Still trying to figure out what they've done, but
it's like they've done it.
I don't think they know what
they done it in the 90s, and nobody can do it like the way they did it. So
yeah,
but it's like we're always trying to emulate it as close as we can, but they're the masters.
That's amazing though. I think it's like Daft Punk impacted so many people, of course. But I think it's always so interesting to see how producers that are like creating such amazing records like you guys and what they took from that, because it's still very much your own. Like I think that something that you guys do that is just so unique is that like those records are just demand attention. It's like everything stops. Like this is a great song. We're enjoying it right now.
That's good to hear. I mean,
we just try and modernize it. Like it's obviously we can't, because you can't replicate it. Because obviously we on tour and stuff like they've done everything like out of box. Obviously 2024, everything you can get is in a pub and in box now. So you have to try and replicate it, but you also have to make your music sound like up to scratch and like up to standards to play out clubs.
Like you find that with a lot of records, like when you go back to like the 2000s, playing them in nightclubs, it's just like the mix quality and stuff like that just doesn't hold up to the rest of the records. So you have to try and modernise. But
there's magic in that. But that's what the sad thing is. There's magic in how it sounds because it sounds that way. But it's trying to like bring that into like 2024 without getting rid of the good quality, but also having that roughness to it. So it's like a fine balance of like just trying to replicate what they've done, but do it your own way. Because it's like it's Daft Punk and you know about it.
Totally. Can I hear a little bit more of it all together?
Yeah. Probably need to turn that probably too much phaser on it now, but so you can hear it really loud now because it's turned up.
Yeah.
Let's turn that back a little bit.
It's just kind of subtle.
Do you guys mostly work with European vocalists or all around?
I think
all around, to be honest.
Because when you go to London, a lot of people came from America or this from Barbados. So and we worked with American recently. I mean, it's like obviously there's a lot more people from the UK.
Because a new single meeting in the middle, that's Roro, and Roro's from Barbados, so and she came to London, she comes on me quite a lot to write, but she's actually travelled in and out of Barbados to London, and that's who's on a new single, being in the middle.
I've done another record with her, and she's like proper like she's doing this, so it's like kind of rapping, but it's like in a thick Barbados accent.
That's really good.
It sounds amazing.
It's like almost like a Barbados Azealia Banks.
Okay.
No, I was in the 212.
Yeah.
They were like Barbados fucking version
like,
of it.
She was just singing normally.
Is she still cutting those vocals, or you already have them?
Yeah, we've got them.
Okay.
Yeah. And
is it demo ready or?
Yeah, we can show you.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that.
I don't know what it is because everything's scattered everywhere.
Yeah, you could go and get it on SoundCloud probably.
Is that on
Maybe
SoundCloud?
it's called Bolognese.
It's funny because she was just doing normal vocals, and then we started this other track, and then she just starts doing this like.
I think what was it?
Rap.
What was it called?
Just Stop.
Just Stop. Lucky you're here. There you go.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
It's a bit different from what we do.
I think that is very standout compared to the disco house genre, because when has there been like an MC kind of vibe over it?
Yeah.
That's the thing, it's like a disco thing of that's kind of a cappella, that's why we liked it, because it was like, Because there was a full conversation of like, oh, we'll make it something different. And me and Sean were like, no, it's cool. Who's doing like that type of stuff over at this, for example? So.
Because I was like, that was all conversation, like they would change it, but then we realised the whole point why we liked it was because it was a bit different.
Yeah.
That was the fun part. So, and like you say, it's like it'd probably stand out a bit more. So that'll hopefully come.
I think it'll definitely stand out because like I think Afraid to Feel was just such a ripper because it sounds like exactly what you guys were talking about, like old but new. Like really hats off for that one.
Thank you.
And so that it just sounds like such classic disco. So something like this is clearly so like future forward with blending different ideas and concepts.
Yeah, definitely. It's like something like I think we kind of do it subconsciously as well. I don't think we'd ever try and. I'm not sure, like we never try like, oh, let's try and make like this kind of rap vocal over the top of it. Just if it happens in these sessions, because these people are so talented, it gives you a different perspective on music.
And we're still so new to sessions as well. We're half the time we're like, they'll be like, is this cool? And we're like, aye. Yes, it's really cool. And we're just winging it. Half the time we're just winging it. But to be honest, if a lot of people are winging it though, that's the thing. It's like fake it till you make it, don't you?
I had a friend in Denmark tell me once, I was asking him about his tattoos, what they meant to him, because when I was younger, I was like, oh, if you get a tattoo, like having meaning to it is probably better. I don't know, I don't have any, but it was just an assumption. And I remember asking him, what do they mean? And he said, what do you mean? What do you mean? I thought it was cool. And I was like, that's it? And he said, if you think something's cool, for your whole life, you're going to think it's cool. A meaning to something could change a lot in a year even.
So true.
And I was like,
That's a great point.
Okay. So I think what you said about, I just thought it was cool, that could be part of your genius. You know what I mean? Without even noticing.
As long as you think it's cool and not shite, then you're on something.
I know, it's when you start second guessing things, thinking, do people think it's cool? Rather than if you enjoy it. Because like you make music for yourself. I mean, people, obviously, to stay in a job, people have to like it.
Yeah.
I think if you like it, it gives out that energy to other people to enjoy it.
I remember like the first days of like learning how to make music. There was this old Instagram video. I can't remember what producer it was, but there was a producer that said to him, it was like, if there's ever a song that you're making and it makes you get off your seat, then, and then, because there's a lot of time a song will get you off your seat, but then you're like, maybe an hour later, because it's on loop, you're like, oh, it's rubbish. But see if you had that feeling of getting off your seat, then that's what people will hear the first time. Because what you heard the first time, people are going to resonate with that, and that'll probably get them the same. So it's like you have to stick with it, just stick your guns and just, but that's cool, I'm running with it. So I've tried to always keep that in my mind when I'm trying to do stuff. And because sometimes we'll doubt each other, and that will happen to each other. Like if I'm sitting doing it, he's sitting doing it, I'm like, wait, where are you going? He's like, oh, no, I don't think I'm like, no, it's got me on my ass, so it's definitely like, so
how do you guys balance that if one is like, I'm off my seat, and the other one's like, I don't know, I need to be sold. So how do you balance that?
We have a rule where if one person doesn't like it, that's it. We don't do it because we both have to like it. So
he's a lot more pickier than me though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sean's pickier than me.
But it's like, it's not to say that you can come round to it, but if it's getting close to like what we're actually doing with this, is it a yes or no? If one person says no, then we just stop. Because
Sean's a proper producer head, and it's like proper knows his stuff as, and I just wing it. So he hears things I won't hear, and I'm like, is that fucking mine? He's like,
I don't know. I think it's probably a bad thing at the same time though. That kind of attitude.
Yeah. But that's what it was. It's like there's one person that's like aye, there's one person like and then we'll come together to make it less and less fucking me excited, and then meet in the middle, and then meet in the middle, and then usually it comes out. Well, so far, some of them have been coming out quite good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But it's the same as everything. Like if you get offered like a gig or something, if one person says no, then we don't do it. Because like you both have to be in it, so we go for everything we do.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's like true teamwork.
Yeah. Because otherwise it just end up divisive.
I mean, we're quite chill guys. Like we're not like we never really, we've had one argument, we never really, we're not like that, we're just kind of going with, like, we're very understanding of each, that it's very much two of us in this job, so, and we're best pals anyway, so we just kind of listen to each other, and if one's not happy, we're both not happy.
No.
Yeah.
So,
Aw, that's sweet. Such a commitment to like each other in like a great way, you know?
I think that you've got to, because you spend so much time with each other. And it's obviously like, it's both your careers, it's not just one person's career.
Yeah.
You both want to do this together. You've done it together. So you can't be selfish or anything like that, so yeah.
Yeah, that's great. What about this next one you've got pulled up? Is this the...
That's the same one.
The story with this.
So this one's called I Know Now. So there's so the story behind this is there's a unbelievable producer and DJ called Reaver Star, and we're big fans of him. And they sent over some ideas for us to have a look at, and we really liked this one. So with a shot of it, and we changed it up a little bit, because we really liked the vocal that was in it, and like a lot of the instrumentation. So yeah, we took that, and hopefully this comes out pretty soon. That's the plan.
Well, we just found out. I don't know when this comes out. We just found out today that because it was meant to be, we were meant to have a song called Joy coming out on Insomniac on Friday, and we couldn't get the sample clearance for it. So this is meant to take its place, and that hopefully this will take its place. But I found out today as I get it done that this can't come out as Friday either. So it's going to be a wee waiting game until this one comes out as well. But we liked it because it's got that like French sound to it again. Like, we always like that French house sound. So I always like we'll talk about that Daft Punk thing. But
have you guys spent a lot of time in France?
A little bit, not too much.
We haven't recently. We did when Afraid to Feel came out. We spent a good bit of time in Paris, but
we love it there. There's like so much. We've got so much like good radio support, and there's like a record label we used to be at. They were really good with us, so in Paris and stuff like that. Give it a quick play and then.
What's this for?
That's heavy with the Daft Punk as well, and I love it. Very random access memory.
So
that's a great one. I really like that. Yeah.
It's a little bit different. I think because we got an idea from somebody else, it kind of puts you out your zone a little bit. But like we like any sort of music, and if we're attracted to it for any reason, we'll do it. We try not to be too like defined by genres or anything. So, but like we like something about this, so we took.
It's like that vocal just brings it really modern. It's just like it's got that crossover, which is obviously the lane that we're in just now. It's just like we're trying to something what's for the dance floor, but also what's for the radio. But keeping yourself like.
So with your sound, are you hoping to just be true to disco house as you create, or like you guys have mentioned so many different influences and like parts of the world, or are you kind of like just limitlessly exploring what you make?
I think limitless.
Right.
Because we don't want to get too pigeonholed into disco house. Like obviously we made like a song that went quite big because of that kind of genre.
Maybe did get a wee bit pigeonholed down to it.
But it's like it's funny because we love it, and it's like something we'll always do, but we don't want it to like define everything that we do. So we always say there's two genres, good and bad. So if a song is good, it's good.
Oh, deep rock.
So if a song's good, it's good. So like we make all sorts of stuff. Like we've got a SoundCloud with like 1,000 tracks on it.
Yeah,
it's just it ranges from like hip hop and
right,
like,
drum and bass, garage, and
okay, like, what do I have to do to hear drum and bass?
There's like stuff honestly that very early days, like before. So our first song that we picked up by BBC Radio 1 was the song Bougie Bougie, which Sean made. Like this was pre-LF. It's actually Sean, he made it himself. I think and was it Jag that picked up?
I think so.
But so like as we were doing that, so Jagger picked that song up, and then we made another song called Feel It that Annie Mac picked up. It was very mall grab. It was basically just a coffee mall grab, and it was a piano tune. But then Danny Howard picked up a tune that We Can't Be Dreaming, which is a really sympathy song and like aggressive and really sympathy. And then because obviously I love of Dan Silver, we started making. So we made so much music. It was like piano, like lo-fi house. It was disco edits. There was the sympathy stuff. But we've still got so much on SoundCloud that nobody's ever heard. Probably wouldn't ever think it was us. But we're hoping to make it like start our own label soon. So
really,
I mean, we've got this idea around. We're going to actually just really. We're not even going to bother going back in and try to tidy them up. We're just going to like, hopefully one day just call it like maybe like forgotten tapes or like something like that, and just release all the music that no one ever expect that we actually made all these years ago.
And then it's just all of your music
that
doesn't fit the LF system.
Yeah, it doesn't fit because that's one of the things we want to try and get away with, and it's one of the things we're doing with this coffee house, the coffee table house that we're doing. Because me and Sean grew up with like, loving all types of artists and like all types of electronic music, and like honestly from your flow plans, your Lara hair to like it's just to Dennis Soul and just like all these in between, even like Scream when he was doing it like Goldie and like all this in between stuff. There was like no
actually played here recently at the same club you guys are playing.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he did a 5-hour set, open to close, and everybody the one thing that everybody has talked about from that is they were like, he did not look up from the board for a minute. He was just dialed the entire time.
He's an unbelievable DJ.
Man.
That's
why we would never call ourselves DJs, because you see these boys DJs and you're like, we just put a tune together. No, I mean, these boys are actually DJs, but there's a fine art between what we do. And I mean, it's DJing in a sense, but to actually like from growing up and going to see like some of the best, and then it's just, I don't know, it's just one of those things. I don't know if it's been too on the nose, but it's just like there's certain levels to the game. There's people that they like properly DJ. You know what I mean? Just
I think that we consider ourselves producers first, and then we DJ off the back of making songs.
Yeah, so you guys are leaning more onto. I think that dance music is kind of a spectrum of there's like DJs and then there's producers, and then like in the middle they're showcasing their productions through DJing, right?
So that's it.
A lot of the time, like your favorite DJ isn't your favorite producer.
Yeah.
So,
that's it.
Then,
yes.
And there's some people who are like the DJ's DJ. Who's just like that's like the status of people. Yeah. That's a proper DJ.
And then there's people too, like James Hype, that are super technical with it and are like everybody else is not a real DJ. You know?
But that's again, that's a different art, like a different form of DJ. It's just like obviously I just said like a early thing of DJing. Just, I mean, that's the unbelievable it does. But me growing up and seeing DJs, I was like, it's totally different from what I consider like on my wall. Because that does amaze me. But I know I would never get to that point. But like I look up to
say that.
I don't have the brain capacity to do all this, but there's people obviously like Jack Masters who's just sadly just passed away recently. And me growing up, in fact, both of us got to see him and watching him DJing. It's just a different level, you know what I mean? Just like, but that's what makes it special. That's why it's the coolest job in the world. It just even it doesn't matter what level you get. There's always so much to learn, and there's still so much passion to still to bounce off.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just these boys are special, and but we're quite humble in that way, and then so we're quite happy with just trying to do it with making music rather than trying to compete with these boys that can do these mad things. So
yeah, but I think that maybe that's even something that you guys shouldn't overlook as unique, is that it's your productions and you are performing them.
Yeah,
it's true.
You know, like, okay, there's people that do that, but I think too that even, for example, Jay Wara, she's very open about the fact that she produces about 70% of her track, and then she'll have people help her finish the rest of it, and she's super open about it. And I think that that's still like, okay, it's her production with some help, but if you guys are like, these are our productions 100%, and it's us playing it out 100%, I think that that's definitely something that's rarer than recognized nowadays. And no slack on the people that have their ways that work for them with their crazy schedules.
I mean, like, we've got involved in that recently as well. It's like been like working with other people, like other producers, so like so you can like split the load a little bit. Especially when you get stuck on a track, it's nice to have somebody else.
And there's absolutely no shame and whatever's going to make the outcome the best it can be. There's no point trying to hide it or try to be cool about it. There's so many good producers out there that especially being the labels and all these amazing writers that write all these amazing vocals. Like, we'd love to be able to take all the credit for it, but it's just not how the world works. And it's just we're happy and we're humble to admit that. These people do, to be honest, a lot of the work for you, and then you just get to go on the computer and put it all together. It's like Lego, put the pieces together, and we're happy with that. It's just whatever the outcome is, to make it the best that it can be, and it's something we're going to be happy with, like, because it's out there forever, so you have to be happy with it. So whatever the outcome is from that, then so be it.
And that's where it's important to think it's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's.
I think that this track's a perfect example of it. We didn't start this idea, like another producer did. So, like, this isn't our original idea, but we've made it into something original for ourselves.
Can you isolate a section that you're most proud of, like either like a single instrument or something that you thought was like, oh wow, I just did that?
Yeah, it was a little bit.
I know it's a bit hard to evaluate yourself, but
there's this little nice bit in here that's quite, with the vocals, that plays by itself as a little effect. So. It's pretty simple, but it's just an effective little.
I like it though. It like, forgive my lack of producer lingo, but it's almost like a reverb.
Yeah,
it feels very like breathy.
That's basically what it is. You call it like a breath. It's like, and then do. So it's like taking a breath from like everything being so.
Especially when you hear something like that on the dance floor and something goes quiet for like a split second, and I was like, what was that? And when it kicks back in again, it's so.
My favourite is probably the wee atmo that we put in, the wee vocal atmo. I don't know who it is. Yes. No. But yeah, I like this wee the atmo that we put in there. It's just simple. It's just the panning from left to right.
Yeah, that makes it.
It's just a wee loop of the vocal. But in the mix, it's like you can hear it going, just falls out of it. I like that.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think it's always really cool when you include things like that, because you know, like, some people might be on the go, and maybe less nowadays they do this, but have like one earbud in so they can still like hear around. But things like that
and then it comes
forces you to like submerge yourself, which I think is like something special that producers can do now, versus like, I don't know, you know how when people used to listen to music, they'd like sit down and listen to an entire album and they'd be really locked in. I feel like now with the attention span being equivalent to squirrels, doing stuff like that, it's like, okay, wait, what was that? Now I have to like draw myself back in.
I think like production techniques have definitely advanced so much because of things like that. Because like, you try to keep people interested
and all the songs are shorter now, your radio mixes are shorter, your extenders are shorter. It's just, I mean, it makes it easier for us. But
it's like things like that, feeling that, because most club systems are like mono, so that you only come straight in the middle. So like when like playing this in a club, that'll just sound normal. That'll just
but that's the nice thing about doing things like that in a song, because it takes it from, even when you're playing out in a club, but when you're listening experience, you hear different things. You hear different levels and different vocals, and you hear a layer of vocal that side, or you hear a hi hat more that side. So it's just wee touches like that you wouldn't actually necessarily hear in the club, because it's mostly boom, 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 and the vocal and the bass and that. But it's like that for listening.
It's funny when you play something like one of these in a club as well, you've not tested like if it works in the morning.
So like, tomorrow, are you testing a lot?
Yeah, there might be a few tests.
And then there might be a few.
I mean, you can check. You can put like you can put something in the master that makes it mono, because like sometimes you may play in a club and you're like, oh my god, this is mad, because you've not fixed like mono compatibility. So it's not something to think about often, but you do realise it when it goes wrong. What else about this tune?
It's great. It's just I
think the vocal was kind of interesting because of the so
the vocal change.
The vocal actually sounds like this.
I didn't know.
That's how it originally sounds.
I didn't know how to make me feel alive, but I know now. Can barely hold it down. I didn't know how to.
So it's.
I called a number to take me home.
But it's cool.
And at that moment, I
saw this bit goes down here, but this is actually pitched different as well here.
So yeah, so it's a bit of a key change in that one.
There's a key to the actual key changed it twice. So it's like in the actual intro, but it isn't low.
Yeah. Right.
It's
as you can put this cool effect so that basically makes
little altar boy.
And you can make it.
It's like hamster
chipmunks.
Yeah. That was straight chipmunk.
So that's it.
Alvin.
Yeah. Featuring Alvin. Alice System featuring Alvin.
So that's a little altar boy. That was a good name.
So Toys are great plugins.
Yeah. That's a good tip for anybody who's wanting some good plugins.
I mean, we use the basic stuff, but it all works.
I know. It's a good if any producers are looking for some plugins, get the Sound Toy stuff. They always do Black Friday sales.
I do.
Which is very soon. And you can get this like amazing deal that they give you all this.
We also do in January. In January, you can get the effect back for I think it's like £90, which is basically.
We could run through this one quickly if you want.
I'm happy to. Yeah, I'm super happy to.
Yeah, cool. We'll just run through it quickly.
Because it's loads of samples in it, so it's kind of good on the top.
It's quite an interesting one. This one, I think.
So this has got 4 samples in it, which is a fucking nightmare to try and clear. But I'll start off with the samples. So the main sample is from it's Claude. Pardon my French, by the way. Claude François. You know how to say that. Francois. And Magnolias for Eternity, I'm sure it's called, or Forever, maybe. Can't remember, but it's basically this. It's a 2-bar loop, and it's all the way through it. It's just doing this bit, and that doesn't really change. Just really, because I really like this for how simple it was, and it's quite like I don't know how you see it, but like heartwarming almost.
Yeah.
But the rest of it goes like. So the rest of it does all this.
A bit more chill.
It's felt because of the way I've got on it, but I'm not sure where it's coming from. Not sure where the filter's coming from, you know that. But we've literally just took that tiny bit I showed you. And then we have in here doing this bit. There's a sample as well. This is Gary L. at the Thompson Project messing with my mind and just took this small section of the vocal.
I think it's an acapella this one rather than that.
Yeah.
It's like an acapella rather than doing the AI thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just an acapella of beatport. You put some beatport is like a trick for producers. You put in the key of your song, and then you can do DJ tails. You do DJ tails and you can put in the key and you acapellas and you go oldest and to newest. It's just like 90s acapellas and stuff like that, and you find the key. And then some of it doesn't work, but then you find me bits of that was just doing the thing. And then it's just doing, so it's basically playing off it. And then it's just doing like. And then we've got another one in here, which is another beatport one, doing these V. Which is the very first wee bit of the acapella.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Overstreet. Feels So Good, acapella mix.
That's fun to kind of use as like a riser.
Yeah, it's just really atmosphere.
A couple other samples that we got from the star. What was it? Star. The F. The F9. It's like star something.
Okay.
But it's a bit slow and stuff like that. But it's just one of those things. We just like to put like try and.
You guys
How many samples can we squeeze into one song?
Yeah.
And make it like sound like its own thing.
You guys must have a killer team to
Oh,
get
well.
tracks cleared with as
This
much
is probably gonna have to be
sampling.
illegal.
I know. There's only so much they can do. It's like things like that. Where it's like
Yeah.
four. We've never done a tune that's had more than one sample. I don't think. Like released.
Mhm.
So yeah, they've got the work cut out to make this one come out. We'll see if it'll happen or not. But
Yeah. But then we've added so this wee bit of guitar comes in here. Which was just an Ableton stack thing. And we've done this very last minute, we couldn't decide if we liked it or not. Or if we wanted to make a different mix and have that all the way through, because we actually changed this, as you can see, there's a greyed out bit there, where this bit actually went like this. Was it? Oh wait, did we change that? Oh, that's the one. But when the mix, it's comes in here. Just gives a wee more atmospheric feel with it.
It fits so well.
yeah, it's just changes the.
It almost reminds me of Now Rogers.
Yes.
That's the thing with this tune. There's a lot of layers, and a lot of them they're not very audible. I wouldn't say.
Mm-hmm.
If you like take this group for example. It's just like really small things like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then things like
There's one of the small things you're proud of.
yeah. There's just a lot of like small, just like little intricacies that you probably, without them, it sounds funny. Like that as well.
That's only comes in the break, this wee bit of the sample.
That's a really cute sound.
Yeah, it's just like a little electric guitar, just to
It's just chopped, so it's just as that. Probably should take that clip off, but
and it's just like
within the mix,
it's just layers. It makes it it gives it a bit more depth. Things things like that. So, but yeah, we really enjoyed making this one. It was something that came together.
Another idea for.
It's just that. It's just got quite like a heartwarming feel to it. I don't know what it is, but it's.
Oh, that's great.
And then we've got the bass that we wrote. It's got that French bass. Which is actually on Repro 1. It's from UE. And it's French funk bass, and we just basically took the really like push the frequencies and they put an auto filter on it and like put the resonance right up so you get that. Because if I do the resonance comes right up. But it's fine tuned, it's got that French growl to it. And then
take the filters off.
This is actually how it.
Oh, okay.
But with together, and then they've got Saturn on it pushing the mids bits to make it a wee bit more groovy as well. From Fab Filter, so it's like, but then when it's in the
That's
that French
sound. So it goes from like this like really cheap sounding synth to. It's a bit hard to hear.
It's a bit hard to hear it out, but it's there when you listen to the obviously again on headphones. It cuts through. But it's just.
But we're not sure if that was the light day.
Well, I'm so happy that I got to hear some of it and even get the treat of like hearing the different parts that you guys are really happy about.
Yeah. I think I always really enjoy that when you see anybody else do these things, and you always like wonder where these sounds are coming from. So I think it's nice to show people that it's just like these small things that just stacked up and EQ'd correctly can make this kind of like wall of sound.
But I was like the idea of like, do you know how like Bauer does on his streams where he's like, where did they sample that from?
Yeah.
I like the idea of like somebody picking apart the tune and being like what they took from that, what they took from that, what they took from that, how they put it
It's
together.
a big puzzle, right?
And then Fatboy Slim and like obviously Armin and all that used to sample and like the Daft Punk and taking all these different tiny bits of and keying them to the song and making them work. So that's like it's almost like a big puzzle for people to like figure out. Just like try to be a wee bit cheeky in a way.
Yeah.
But I like it, enjoy it. It's like it's just basically but like I said earlier on, a wee bit of Lego. There's what can you add that's like a wee bit secret sauce that makes it work. But obviously we've been working with the song. But we just enjoy just throwing things in. Sometimes it's a bit too much, but that's what it is.
I think that's that.
Well, thank you so much for showing these
Thanks for coming.
demos. That was such a treat.